And let's get started with tonight's call. Tonight we are talking about collaborations and collaborating with other businesses and how important that is to the success of everyone, and making sure that we're bringing other businesses in and helping them reach their goals while they're helping us reach our goals. We're looking for mutual benefit, out of this thing. And that's what collaboration is all about. You solving a problem for them solving a problem for you. Okay. What does collaboration bring to your business? It brings expanded reach, as I just said. It helps you, reach an audience that you may not have gotten to before without the help of another business. It also attracts new customers, which is the same thing, because you're opening up to another set of clients that you may have not come in contact with, because this business that you're dealing with has a different set of clients than you have. With you guys working together, it helps, and it goes to the next thing. It enhances your offerings. It gives you more that you can promote along with your business. You can just say, hey, I do picnics, but you also now can say, hey, I do picnics with fresh baked breads and cookies and pies and things of such nature, because you've collaborated with a baker or bakery. So those are the things that it enhances and brings. And then you form a partnership, whereas the baker, we'll use that example again, may have baked goods, and you can promote in his or her store a little display that, hey, when somebody comes in every morning to get their bagels, they'll see your display and they'll be like, oh, you know what? You can serve, fresh bagels for us on the weekend at a picnic. So you formed a partnership with them, and you guys are both making money. Okay, the three main keys to have when approaching a business about collaboration. You have to be professional. So that means you have to have your act in order. You have to have a professional demeanor about yourself. You have to have a professional appearance. You have to have your thoughts well thought out. You have to present yourself as a business who is serious about doing business with another business. Then you have to be persuasive. You have to win them over to your side. You have to show them that, I can be of benefit to you. You can be of benefit to me. And, you have to lead the conversation. You have to get them with as people talk and they do this, your head nodding talk, you have to get them in that mindset, that you can persuade them to come to your side, that it will be beneficial to both of you, which leads into the next thing. You have to demonstrate, you have to show them the value you can bring to their business. You have to show them that, hey, if we hook up, I can bring this to you, and you can bring this to me. And when those two things meet, it's like a mega power connection. It will be wonderful. It will be great. We will win over this market, and we will be a success. We both will be profitable in this partnership, collaboration. Okay, now we're going to go through a step-by-step guide to follow when you approach a business about collaboration. These are things that you should keep in mind. These are keys that are very important. Research their target market. When I say research the target market, you got to research the target market of that business. Research that business. What business are you targeting? Find out everything you can about them. Understand their brand. We talked about brand in our first session a few weeks back, about establishing your brand and your lifestyle. So right here, you want to understand the target business's brand So you can see if it aligns with what you do, or is it complementary to what you do, or is it totally off base? Those are things you have to do. So you need to understand their brand. Then you have to understand their target audience. Who are they reaching out to? Again, is it the same as your audience, or is it a different audience? Who are their main clientele? Is it someone that you want to do business with? Is that a market that when you initially started out, you nixed it and said, no, I don't want to be involved with that type of crowd. No, I don't want to be involved with that type of audience. You may skew older or younger, things like that. So you research their audience to see who they're dealing with. Then you look for their offerings. What are they offering? Again, does it complement you? Can you complement it? Because it has to be a match made in heaven. It has to be equally yoked. It has to be something that syncs together like fries and ketchup. It has to go that way. It has to be that good, that it matches up where there's no doubt that you're going to make money and the business is going to make money. So you look at all their offerings and figure out which one that you're going to use to match up to do what you need to do, or it may be their whole overall business. It's up to you, but you have to look at that. I know it's a lot of homework in this, but you have to do these things if you want to be successful. Identify the benefits. Clearly identify them. Clearly make sure that what you see is what you want and what you're going to get. So you have to fully look into those things, and you have to make sure that the benefits are going to be mutual. It has to be a win-win, a cross promotion. It has to be a win-win for both of you guys. It's very important to do that because you don't want to boost their business and you're not receiving it back on your end. It has to be reciprocal, so it's nice to help someone, but you're in the business for yourself as well. You're here to make money, and you're here to serve the public. So you guys will have to do that. Excuse me one moment, please. Bear with me one moment. Okay, sorry about that. But yes, so you have to do that, And then the next thing, how your service can enhance their customer experience. So you have to identify what you can do to enhance their customer. So you have to figure that out as well. Be like, so again with the baker, well, you have the baked goods, but I have the beautiful layout and the presentation that we can bring this brunch to light. So you're bringing that into the picture. That's how you're enhancing their customers' experience, because they're eating the bagel every day. They're usually taking those bagels to the park every day, but now you're taking it to the next level. You're upping it. You're bringing out the beautiful flower arrangements. You're bringing out the table. You're bringing out the sparkling water, the sparkling champagne, the sparkling wine, the regular wine. You're taking it up another level. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying by that. Last one. Will the partnership provide additional revenue streams? Yes, same example. Because you didn't have those clients, they didn't know you were available, but they've eaten the bagels every day. Now they see you're in partnership with the baker. Now they're booking you for your $200, your $275, your $300, your $50, $100, whatever you're charging for your picnic. So you're bringing in additional revenue for yourself and for the baker, because now they're probably ordering more. So you're opening up your business to him, because now when you have your picnics, you can say, oh, well, I have a baker who can bake fresh goods for you day of. So now people that didn't know about him or her now know about him or her through you, and vice versa. So you're opening up a stream, whereas money you guys never would have seen before if you didn't partner up. Okay. The next thing you want to do is craft a personalized proposal. You have to develop it. Again, remember, you have to be professional. We talked about that a few slides back. You have to develop a well-structured and persuasive. Remember, we talked about persuasion proposal. You have to show them, again, show them where the value is. Show them that, hey, I'm going to bring you business that you didn't have, and you're going to bring me business that I didn't have, and we're going to boost ourselves. We're going to both come up. We're going to cross promote. I'm going to promote your bagels and breads. You're going to promote my picnic business. And, they may even sell fresh sandwiches at the shop, or cool summertime drinks, the fruity frutistas and things of that such nature, or watermelon, water and cucumber water and things like that. So you have to develop it and be well structured to show them step by step what you're proposing, and what you're going to bring to them, and what you expect them to bring to you. Okay. The next thing is tailor each proposal to the target business. So you just can't make one blanket one. It's kind of like last Thursday, we talked about your sales script. Your sales script can be blanket, but sometimes you have to alter it depending on how the conversation is going, the way things are progressing in the conversation, or you may not have enough time or quick, to get it out. Same thing with this, but it has to be directed to that business from the beginning. You can't fake it. It has to be from the beginning. So if you have plans to collaborate with 2 or 3 different businesses, you have to write 2 or 3 different proposals, because it has to be a perfect match to exactly what that company can do for you and what you can do for that company. Next, be ready to explain your business, which is at this point, you can use your sales script, because you've already developed that. We talked about that last week, as I just said. You already have that in your back pocket. You're ready to go with that at all times, remember, because you've rehearsed it. You've learned it. It's that 2 to 3 minutes. So right here, all you're doing is putting that on paper. You're putting it in words for them to read as you go along with your presentation when you guys are meeting face to face. Lastly, in this proposal, again, highlight the benefits, highlight what's going to be beneficial and what's going to bring new clients to you, new clients to them, put money in their pocket, put money in your pocket. Show the value proposition. Okay, with that, is you want to emphasize the unique value your business brings. Again, we're going to use the example of the baker. This family, this husband and wife, they're coming in every Saturday. They're getting 2 bagels, 2 lattes. They see your business. Now, what your unique value is, you're going to introduce to them a picnic setting, a lunchtime brunch. So now, again, what you're hoping to do is to get that business, but you also hoping that they'll bring 2 other people. So they'll bring another couple. So now it's 4 people. So now the baker has doubled his income because now it's like, oh, join us for a luxury picnic. We're going to picnic next Saturday. Join us. We're going to get bagels and juice. So he's doubled his sales, and you made your first sale because they didn't know about the picnic business. They may have just been eating outside of the restaurant. They may have been going to one another's home. They may have just been going home with themselves and not even introducing the second couple to their weekend activities. So that's the value that you brought to them. Now, the value that they bring to you, the baker brings to you, is you got 4 new customers that you didn't have. Or at the least, you've got 2 new customers that you didn't have because you didn't know they existed. They didn't know you existed. So now you've bridged that gap with this collaboration and partnership. And that's the value that you're bringing to him, but also, or her, but also in your mind, that's the value he or she is bringing to you. After you've got all this done, the next thing you do is you have to initiate contact. Very, 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 very important. It goes back to week 1 with the target market. Remember, at that point in time, we talked about if you want to be in business with kids, the kids have everything you need for you to put on kids events and kids picnics, except for that one thing. Everybody remember, they don't have the money. So mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncle, those are the people, the right person that you need to talk to. Those are the people with the money. In this example here with the collaboration, you need to make sure you're talking to the right person. You need to talk to the owner or the decision maker or the person that handles the books. You don't want to just be talking to the cashier or the barista. You know, they loving your idea, but they're not the decision maker. So in your homework, make sure that you're getting the contact information of the right person to talk to. And then remember, just like you, they're busy entrepreneurs. So you got to find the time that fits your schedule, that fits your schedule and also fits their schedule. And then hopefully you guys can get together without cancellation and then get some business done. Okay. So how do you reach out to the right person? You can do it via email. If you've acquired their email address or you know the email address to the business, you know, by phone, if you have a phone number for the business, or if you know someone who knows someone, again, we'll go back to week 1. People you know, people you don't know, and people that you know, the people they know. So it could be you might have that connection there in getting the email or the phone number. And the last one, social media. Mostly everyone has a social media platform that they're on. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Somewhere you can find out about that business, and get in touch with them and say, hey, I'm Roland from DOC Events. I would really like to sit down and talk with you. I put on luxury picnics, and I think that we can get together and do some business. I feel that with my luxury picnic accommodations and your fresh baked sandwiches and breads, we can make an offer to the public that the people in this neighborhood will really enjoy. So make it appealing to them. So, via email, phone, or social media. Or, just walk in the store. If you know where the store is, walk in the store. Have your nice proposal together and buy something from them. And strike up a conversation that way about the business of you guys collaborating. Follow up. Polite reminder. Many times, we get customers and we get ghost, right? They ghost us. So with this, you don't want to allow that to happen. You just want to do a polite reminder if you haven't heard back from them in a reasonable amount of time, which is 3 to 5 business days. You should have gotten some type of response back from them. Or if you're busy, you may say 5 to 7 business days, depending on your schedule. So let's say anywhere between 3 and 7 days, you should have heard something back. If you have not, send a polite reminder. Hi, how you doing? This is Roland. We spoke a few days ago about doing some business together. I just wanted to reach back out to you and let you know that I'm still interested in getting together with you so that we can do business together with my luxury picnics and your bakeries, baked goods. We could capitalize on an untapped market in this neighborhood and get these customers in. So again, you're reintroducing yourself, you're reintroducing the offer that you made, you're reintroducing what you can do, the unique value and things that you bring, and you move on from there with the conversation. But you're not calling them in a, irate manner or less. Like, the best way to put it is that first credit letter you get when you miss that first payment. Hey, just reminding you that your bill was due on February 31st. We haven't received it yet, but if it's in the mail, we're sorry. Thanks. So that's basically what you're trying to do. Give that gentle reminder, polite, to let them know that you're still there. They may have got busy and forgot about you, or they may have just blown you off and think you weren't serious, but you want to remind them, to follow up with them, remind them that you're serious about doing business. Okay. Once you do that, you arrange your meeting. Set up a time that you guys are going to meet. Hopefully, as I said earlier, you won't have to cancel. They won't have to cancel. You guys can have your meeting. At this meeting, be prepared to discuss your terms. Your terms are, what do you need to be successful in this partnership? Work it out. This is where we work out all the details. And when we're doing this, we formalize it through a written agreement. We want everything on paper. We're not doing handshake deals. We want it on paper so there's no misunderstanding about how much you're going to get paid from the agreement, how much they're going to get paid from the agreement, what you're expected to do when it's reached, what they're expected to do when it's reached with the client. Everybody has to be in there, agreeing upon these terms. And then we're going to get it in front of a lawyer and notarized in a contract. We want it binding. So make sure you do that, okay? Keys to remember about collaboration. It requires persistence. You got to stick to it. It may not be successful the first time, but you got to keep plugging away. I think I can. I know I can. Until you get it. You reach that goal that you want. Be professional in your dress, your talk, your proposal, the value that you bring. Everything has to be professional. You're representing your brand. So you want your brand to shine in its best light. Again, showcase the value you provide. Not going to beat that now, but we've talked about it over and over again. But you want to showcase that, okay? And remember, the problem you are solving for each other. You have to figure that out from the jump when you're doing your research. What can I do for them? What am I solving for them? What can they do for me? What are they solving for me? Here are a list of collaborations that complement the picnic business. Okay. So you guys can look at that list. If you're an event planner, okay, you can collaborate with event planners who are looking to do, who are hired by wedding people to do certain things. You can look at them, talk with them, and get those things going. Um, those are people, they organize weddings, they organize engagement parties, anniversaries, retirements, 50th birthday parties, sweet 16s, quinceañeras. I always have a problem saying that word, but you know, those type of events. Okay. Next, wedding venues. You could partner with the wedding venue. They may have beautiful outdoor spaces, beautiful indoor outdoor facility, or just an indoor facility. And what you can do with them is you can provide your picnic services as an add-on, as a luxury add-on, a romantic and unique experience for them. Wineries and vineyards. You can collaborate with a local winery. We talked about this last week as well. You can make a picnic. Your luxury picnic will pair well with that. After they purchase a couple of bottles of wine, you can have a charcuterie board, some summer sausage, some fresh berries, and things like that, such nature, where they can, and a little blanket, and a couple of glasses, or they can go out and sit near the grapes or a little area in the winery and enjoy your food and the wine they just purchased. You can partner with a florist, who they can provide beautiful arrangements for you to add to your experience. It may be, a rose petal walkway that the future bride walks down. It may just be, a bed of roses that the young man has set out, wants you to have provided for him, where he proposes, a wedding anniversary, anything. They may just enjoy flowers, and it will enhance your setup on just a regular setup, just to have your flowers inside your tent or something, just a regular flower setup. Okay. Hotels and resorts. You can collaborate with them and offer your services as part of their amenities. You know, um, when they arrive, you can have balloons and roses in the room. You could have a small picnic table or something set up in the room. Balloons, chocolates, anything. You can have it, once you set up with the resort. A photographer, you can do photo shoots, engagement, announcements, with people taking pictures there. Uh, anything. Kids, sports, just anniversary pictures. Someone just might want to take pictures for the sake of taking pictures, family portraits, anything that a photographer do, but you've got a professional photographer on hand checking that out. Personal chefs, um, specializing in gourmet cuisine. You can set up with their expertise, and you can also bring them in on the beginning end and caterers and set up a deluxe menu, whereas you're getting your flat fee and whatever they charge for the catering, you've already negotiated that into the price. Event venues, same as wedding venues, you can work with banquet halls and event venues who are throwing parties, or you guys can work together and put on a party. Say like tomorrow, it's too late now, but tomorrow you guys could have worked with the event venue to put on a red, white, and blue festival. Everybody come in out of the heat and get something to drink, light snacks and a meal, but then proceed outside to watch the fireworks. So those type of events, venues and things like that, you can collaborate with and get things going. Um, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's class. Didn't want to hold you too long, as I know it's the holiday. We got to prep food and get ready for tomorrow. And some of us might just be relaxing. Some of us may be doing business. But as always, I thank you all for joining us. I really appreciate it. I hope we're bringing value to what you are trying to do in your luxury picnic business. So the Q&A session is open. I'll stay as long as you guys want to answer questions. Let's fire away. Let's see. We got something in the chat already. Let's see. Thank you. You're welcome, Kia. You're welcome, Denise. Denise is becoming a regular. We're going to have her host one week. Any questions from anyone else? Don't be shy. You can unmute yourself or you can type it in the chat. Nope. Okay. No questions. All righty. Thank you guys. If you want to review this, it's going to be available tomorrow in our YouTube group. We're going to put it up there. All the other 3 videos are up there. Go back and take a look at those. If you're not on our YouTube channel, it's Luxury Picnic and Events Marketing Group. Type that in the search box. It'll come up. You'll see a icon, and it's a finger pointing at the word coaching. There you have it. You'll see the 3 previous videos, and tomorrow you'll see this video. Happy 4th to everyone. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves. Be merry, and we'll see you next week. Next week we're going to do Monday again, probably at 8:30. So I'll put the link out, and you'll be able to sign up. Also, if you need to reach me before then, as some people have already, it's Aura. Hold on. I want to type it in the chat for you. How you can reach me.
What's the topic Monday?
No, what do you want to talk about? Tell me. Who was that? I missed who that was. I was typing. I'm sorry.
It was
But
Carla.
tell me what you want. Go ahead, Carla.
It was me. I'm not sure. Maybe social media marketing.
Okay. That's a good one. I'm writing that down. Any specific about that, or you just want to overall get into that?
Yeah, just get into it. Maybe some info like when you're just starting out, how to keep content or, I don't know. Just everything.
Okay. That's good. We'll marketing. Pam, what part of marketing?
I'm sorry, I missed the whole daggone class. I just got on. It started at 8. Jesus, I hear you ending, and I'm like, wait a minute.
We started at 8 today because of the see. We went from Thursday to Monday because tomorrow's the holiday. I figured everyone would be off, and then we wanted to get into it early and get off, so we're at 8 instead of 8:30. But don't worry, give me about an hour, 2 hours, because I have something else to do. But then I'm gonna put it right up in YouTube, and you can go right there.
Okay, because I have it set in my phone as an alarm. It just automatically go off at 8:30. When you said we were going to do it Monday, I just added Monday to the Thursday. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, we'll make sure you get it. We'll make
Oh,
sure
I'll
you
watch
get
it.
it.
But for
Okay.
in answer to your question, marketing, my with marketing, I'm in the same boat. I struggle terribly with marketing, and I feel like if I haven't done any pictures or anything, that I have no content. But I guess there are other things that you can do for content. So for me, if there's something that comes up, let's say Valentine's Day, Christmas, graduation, I may do some marketing for that, but in between I don't, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
usually making something for those different holidays. And so I have to get better with my setup. I mean, I'll toot my own horn, and I'm going to send you an email. My work is fantastic. That's why I'm tooting my own horn, because
Okay.
everybody's like, "Hey, Pam." So that's not an issue for me. But that marketing stuff, it's like, oh my God. And like, even with the graduation, I did some stuff for graduation, and then it just hit me. I'm like, wait a minute, I made all this stuff for people, but I didn't post not one thing.
Yeah, that's the important part, is getting that footage, of everything you
Mhm.
do. And if you can get some testimonials from the clients once you give it to them, when just have somebody filming them to get that oh wow moment when they first see it, that's important. So if you can get that footage and pictures of your work, it will help. It'll go a long way. So we'll get into that. So we got social media marketing, we've got just overall marketing. Somebody else said something in the chat. Let's see. Uh,
Content.
content. Oh yeah, content. Posting for content. Yes, yes. Just post. Let me tell you, one thing that I had to get over with is thinking you're posting too much. When you think you're posting too much, my mentor told me you're not posting enough. You still got to go more, because the algorithm doesn't let everybody see it. Just like in our group, we have over 1,400 members, but every person doesn't see it. It's the algorithm of it. So you just got to make content and just post whatever, post, even post about you going to shop. As Pam says, Pam says she's good at doing setups. Post when you're going to buy, your stuff. Do a quick TikTok or quick Facebook video, or, hey, I'm on my way to shop. This is the deal I made. This is the deal I found. And watch what I turn this into. You got the popsicle stick, so to speak. Next thing you know, she's got them all hot glue gun together, and she's built a nice little, bread basket or something. So that type of stuff, any type of thing that can build interest in your business. People, once they get vested in you, they're going to keep following you because they want to see the end of the story. But the thing about it, the story never ends. It just keeps going and going and going and going. So just post. Get over your fear. I had to get over my fear. I mean, this is video number 4, and I look back at video number 1. I was so nervous. I'm still nervous, but I'm less nervous now than I was in video number 1. So just post. Whatever comes to mind, just post. Don't worry about, I don't know, like the way I look. I don't like the way I sound. This is post. People gonna follow it.
And I know when you say that about the going shopping, and I do that like a couple of times a week. And when I remember like 2 or 3 days later, it's like, bam, that was content. I
Yes.
forgot to, I forget to, like, oh my God.
Yes. Are you by yourself when you shop, or you have somebody with you?
Most of the time I'm by myself. But I
Yeah,
what
I'm
I
saying,
did was for the purpose of me being able to record it, I bought one of those smaller tripods that you can actually fit in the cart.
uh-huh.
They have a smaller one that you can hold your phone, or you can put it up on the shelf or whatever when you're at the store. And I forget. It's like, oh my God, Pam, you went to the store and you forgot to record it. That's content.
Yep. Yep. All that stuff. You're putting the story together, and people will follow that.
Ugh.
Carla says yes. What's wrong, Carla? She's still here? Carla's still there?
I was saying that to something you said earlier about,
Oh, okay.
or something somebody said earlier. I was just agreeing. I think it was
Okay.
Miss Pam, what she was saying.
Okay. But yeah, it's it's all about the content. It's all about getting it out there. People are going to get attached to it, and they're going to follow you. And because they're going to feel vested each step there as you build the process, as you build up your business. And then with flyers and things like that, I just was in a conversation on Saturday via text, and a great idea popped in my head that I'm going to use soon is Punch Bowl, the next big boxing match. So I'm going to look for an event venue to collaborate with if I don't have my own open by then. And we're going to get together. We're going to call it the Punch Bowl, not the Super Bowl, but the Punch Bowl. And we're going to serve different types of punches and things like that, and different fruit punch drinks and things of that such nature to go along with the boxing match. So it's just like your mind. Once your mind starts going, you're just going to keep going until you figure out, what you want to do, and just because everything is content. You can't predict what someone's going to like and dislike. Just put it out there, and someone's going to like it. Someone's going to gravitate to it, and you're going to end up with some clients. Shonda, yes, ma'am. I see you raising your hand. How can we help you?
Hello, good evening. This is Shonda from Sensational Fans. Can you hear me?
Just turn it up just a little bit.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can.
Okay. This is Shonda from Sensational Affairs. You see that pitch?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
We have photographers, different people want to collab, the balloon artists, but my issue is payment, receiving payment. When you're collaborating, you don't know them, so how can you ensure you're going to receive the payment, even though you have a contract? But my issue is payment, actually receiving the funds.
So, okay, let's go at it three ways. One, you hit on what I was going to say right off the break, that written agreement. That's one of the last things we talked about today, was that written agreement, having that contract. Two, who's collecting the money? Are you including them in your business, whereas you're incorporating it into your price, or are you doing it separate?
Either or, because like at one situation, we was actually going to use a facility. So the monies first was going to come through them, and then we were going to get the portion of it, but that didn't go through. And then like I have a photographer who wants to collab, but we were just talking about it. We haven't set anything in stone. So that's my question. Before I even go collaborating with others, I want to make sure I have where the money coming to, where it's coming from, who's going to get it, who's going to receive it.
In that situation, I would say whoever the initiator and the facilitator is. Okay. So I'm gonna put it this way. I come to you and I say I want to have my picnic. So I came to you. So everything from that point on runs through you. From that point on, I tell you, I want a photographer. You say you have one. Okay. So you figure out if you're going to charge me $300 for your picnic, and you should already know what the photographer fee is, because you guys have been working together, and he charges $150. So your bill to me is $450. Okay. So you take your 300 and whatever percentage of that 150, say you get $50 off of that for bringing the business to him. That's your plug fee. So now you take your 300, that's automatically yours because you run the picnic business. You take your 50 off the next top because that's your plug fee. Now you give Pam her $100 because she's the photographer. And you guys agreed to that from the beginning that, hey, your service is $150. My portion of that for being the connect, the plug, is $50. You make $100 off of this session. Here's your $100. It's none of their business how much your picnic costs.
Correct.
And you got your money.
And so if you want to, my sister and I, we were just talking about that. So if we want to do that as an add-on, we actually don't put it as an add-on. Say the photographer, she's going to charge $175. We don't let them know. We just put it in a package and upgrade
yes,
it.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And then the third person that you're working with, because you have a contract, they're supposed to give you your money. If they don't give you your money, then we'll see it in court.
Well, they never touch your money because you're going to get that $450 from me.
Like when you're collaborating with like the photographer, right?
Yeah, the only money the photographer sees is what you give him.
What you give them.
What you give them. Okay, right. So now we're working with somebody else. Okay, vice versa. It's the photographer person, right? But what if they don't give me my money? That's my issue.
See,
right
then we
there.
got problem. Then we got to see you when we got to see you up on Judge Judy or Dr. Judge Joe or somebody.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's
but you've got that written contract, and we're gonna have to see you in small claims court. Hopefully it doesn't come to that because that's bad business. You know what I mean? Right. That's bad business. But the same thing, if he goes out and says, or she goes out and says, hey, I'm gonna do a photo shoot for you, but I can get a picnic business to come in, and then say he charges them a little extra. Well, that's his. That's his money. If they agree to it, that's on him. As long as you get your $300 out of it, nothing else matters.
Now, do you have a template of like, first of all, I enjoy everything that you're giving us because it's very, very helpful. Do you have a template of like the proposal you were talking about in a few sessions ago, and like the contract, so we'll know what that looked like, and everyone could adjust it according to their business?
Yeah, I can give you a template. We can create one of those. I have one of those for you. Let's say probably later this week. I'll put it in the group, and then I'll show it again next Monday on the call, because again we're going Monday next week before we switch back to Thursdays. But I'll have it there. I'll show you guys, and you have my email address, so email me so I'll have yours, and I'll send it to you personally. Anybody that wants it, to make sure you see it, email me and say, hey, I want the contract, and I'll have it out by the end of this week. And you guys can get a template and see what it's basically like to formulate it. But again, a contract is personal. It's not one standard document. What works for me here in Maryland, DC area, may not work for you guys. Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina, laws are different. So, but I can show you a framework of what it's like. Yes, I can do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Mr. Rowland, I do. I'm sorry. This is Tawanda.
Did you say Mr. Rowland?
Yes.
Don't let the gray fool you. I'm not that old. Jesus. Go ahead.
We're from the South, so that's how we have to address.
What part of the South?
We're from Florida.
Oh, y'all twins. Okay, we from Florida. All right, go ahead, Miss Florida.
If we are doing any type of in-kind service or Do we need to have a contract? I don't know. I forgot the proper name of the word when you're doing yeah, it is in-kind service. Do we need a contract for that?
For say it again. What type of service?
In-kind service. So if someone wants us to do they're doing an event like a mental health or empowerment, and they want to have that luxury picnic vibe going as part of their event, do we need a contract for that service?
Oh yes.
We just
Always have a contract. Yes.
okay.
Yes. 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 Even if it's no money exchanged,
Right.
yeah, because that's more like kind of sound like correct if I'm wrong, like a public, like you're giving back to community service or public service.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, but yeah,
Free.
still have some type of structure, even if it doesn't mention monetary, where it mentions what you're going to provide, what you're going to do,
Okay.
and what you expect from them. You know what I mean? Yeah, always have some type of written agreement.
Is there something that you do if they refuse to sign the contract, but you still want to do the event? Like,
And
what's
you taking
the?
your chance. You taking your chances. I can't promise you it's going to work out for you.
I
I
got
can't
you.
promise you. You know, you taking your chances. I can't give you advice on that. That's it's a feel. It's a feel that you have to have personally within yourself.
Okay.
But
Thank you, sir.
remember, do you have your LLC set up? Or is you guys' business an LLC or a sole
It is an
proprietorship?
LLC. We
Okay.
have to do some more housekeeping on that end, but it is an LLC.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. If you have not done it already, I'll tell everyone listening. LegalZoom, pay them to do it. Don't be afraid to pay people for what you don't want to do, or you struggle to do, or you need help doing. Just pay the first time, get it done the right way, and be done with it. But so that's what I did for myself with mine. But I'm not saying that's you, but that's just for everybody that, they took care of everything. They got my EIN number, they got my DUNS number, everything for me, and I just pay in Maryland. I paid the extra fee to have it expedited. Instead of it taking 2 months, it took like 3 weeks. So look into that if you want to, if that's holding you up, or you're busy, or if something you just want off your plate, you don't want to have to deal with. Anyone else?
Yeah, maybe if we can kind of touch a little bit on like organization of your stuff, because I tell you, I am in picnic party whatever hell, and it's
So
like
you
'cause
saw a lot of stuff and just bought it, or over time
exactly.
you
Exactly. And then now it's like I'm backpedaling because I have so much stuff, and it's like it's just overrun everywhere. I have a storage facility which I'm gonna come out of it. I'm in the process of um redoing or doing my garage. My friend painted it for me. My husband had some guys come this weekend to work on the floor. They screwed up one part of the paint, so now I'm waiting for more paint to come in. But it's now going to be my storage space. I have a 10 by 30, and it's like oof. And then my living room, my dining room is full of party stuff. So now, because one of the things is I kind of jumped into it and I didn't have my foundation straight. Like I have my LLC, I have my DUNS number, I have an EIN, I have contracts, I have all of that. But when it comes to the physical stuff, so what I decided to do is like take a break and go back and kind of fix that stuff, because like if somebody reach out to me, if they don't give me enough notice, I have to say no. If it's something right now and it's small, like maybe a two-person or something, I can handle that. But for the other stuff to say, I gotta find it, dig for it. So now I said, you know what, I'm pulling my hair out. So, and then you buying the stuff over and over again, or you got it, you don't know where it is. So now I'm taking a break. Hopefully I'll have it done this month and just really organize everything, but so that I don't get in that same boat, because you might have, let's say, because I do picnics, I do slumber parties. I started with slumber parties, and the adults will see it, and then they wanted to know if I did adults, so I had to add that on. And then I'm in the cold area, so in the wintertime, it's like, okay, what do you do? COVID came in, I started doing the picnics, and then I also do hotel decorating. So when it gets cold, I can still do things, but I have to like organize it so that I can get to it. So maybe if we can touch on that a little bit, like
Okay.
with your stuff, how do you keep it? Is it all like all of your lights, all of your plates, that kind of stuff? How do you do it?
Well, I really don't have a lot, right? So it's in the garage right now, and I try to keep it as organized as I can. But
Yeah.
but what I had to stop doing was impulse buying.
Oh God, I'm off. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I don't do that
you know,
now because it's a headache. It's I now I say, oh, do I have a reason for this, or it has to be something really, really good that's gonna make me do it and build something on it because I have so much stuff.
yes. And to be honest with you, I bought some little mini globes last year just because I was in the dollar store and I saw them. They're still in the bag. Haven't used them, haven't done anything with them whatsoever. But it was just I saw it, had to have it. You
Yeah,
know, I have some charger plates, same thing. So that's when I had to stop buying stuff. Just stop. Just as you need. And then my wife has a lot of tablecloths and things of that such nature already. So I stopped. I was like, okay, I'll just use some of her stuff if I had to,
yeah.
you know, and that way. But that's the main thing is just stop the impulse buying, you know,
Oh
and
God. I, I,
it's like you said, you're gonna end up having two or three of the same stuff,
yeah,
you know. Yeah.
but yeah, my thing is start because I'm like, oh my God, it's like I'm in like party hell.
Yeah,
It makes
and
you
I
want to throw everything away and start
yep,
all over.
start all over again. Yep. And it's like I have a habit of doing that not only in business but also with like clothes and dress shirts and shoes. It's like the next thing I know, I've got like three of the same shirts, two pairs of the same shoes. So yeah, is you stop. I forget the lady, it's Marie something, the organizer lady. She was like big during COVID. So I'll go, we'll look into some of her stuff. I'll
Are you
share
talking
it with
about the
you guys.
lady on the are you talking about the Chinese lady on TV?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Mari Kondi or something like that. I watched
yeah,
her. I think
yeah,
was it Netflix?
yeah.
Whatever she was on, I watched it.
Yeah. So we'll look into her and we'll figure out some tips. Everybody, get into that. We'll figure out some tips to help each other out with that.
Yeah, I implemented some of her stuff, but what it does is it gives you more room to buy some more stuff. Because the way in which she folds things, they're so small. So now you're like, oh, I got a whole another half a drawer.
Right, right. And we want to get away from that. So yeah, no impulse buying. No impulse buying.
Yeah,
No.
no, I try not to now because it's like I see what happens when you do it. It's like, oh my God. Ugh.
Yes, it can get you. It can get you. Yeah. All right. Anyone else? Well, all right, guys. It's 9:03. We got a lot of comments tonight. We got some topics for next week. We got social media marketing, regular marketing, organization. I need to get you guys a sample contract. So I've got my work cut out for me. I will be on it. I'll be on the grill tomorrow, but maybe in between that time, I'll be able, if anything strikes me, I'll post it in the group. Pam, give me, like I said, give me a couple of hours here, and then I'll have it up in YouTube so you can go back and watch tonight's call.
Oh, thank you. I
All right.
appreciate it.
Okay, everyone, enjoy your 4th. Take care. God bless. Have a good night. See you
Good
guys next
night.
week. Good night.
Good night.